I had to go through my own experience hiring a lawyer when I was younger, where I spent my entire life savings on hiring an attorney, and when I showed up at court, that lawyer didn't even know who I was. They didn't even know my name. And that changed my perspective about how lawyers really treat people, is because ultimately they just look at people as just a number. And I never wanted to turn into one of those type of firms. I'm a very small boutique firm. I pick and choose which clients we take, and from there I personally represent each client in the case that I choose to take on as well. We're not a high volume firm. That, we're a different type of firm that doesn't provide individuals with inadequate representation because they're trying to take on as many cases as they possibly can. We're the complete opposite of that.
Anytime you need a lawyer, it's never a great situation. But my brother knows Vik really well. And initially when I got into a little bit of trouble, just being able to call Vik, I'm pretty sure it was a Saturday at like 9 p.m. For me, it was a big deal, but, Vik deals with this all the time. It's just business. But, Saturday at 9 p.m. he was open, ready to talk, helped me out immediately. Like I'm going through a lot in my world. You're kind of all over the place when something happens, and having someone kind of sit you down and say, hey, like this is how we're going to do it. It's no big deal. Step 1, step 2, step 3, follow it up, and we're going to take care of it.
We don't judge people when you come into our office. Everybody comes in on a clean slate. Everybody has their own story to tell.
I hired Vik because I was in dire need of some legal advice. I'm in medical school. I am a medical school student. It's important to have a clean record. And it was easy to deal with the situation because I had Vik to look after me.
I believe every case is extremely different because you're dealing with different individuals. You can't say two people are alike in any way, shape, or form. They have different life experiences. And that's what I try and learn about my clients early on in the case, is their life experiences, and making sure that I better understand them in their position the moment they walk into my office, so I could tell that story for them. Whenever it is, I have somebody who is coming in, they have all these facts that they want to provide me with. However, I could only understand that person by really jumping into their shoes and understanding what they do for a living, what drives them, what motivates them to do what they're doing. Some people just make mistakes in this world, and that does happen. That doesn't justify who they are and all the accomplishments and the things that they've done in their lifetime.
I owe him my life. And if it weren't for him, I don't know if I'd ever have the ability to see my son again. I was facing tremendous odds, and he took my testimony. He took my case. He listened to every word. He dissected every single paper, and I think there was some ungodly amount of papers, some 45 boxes or something, just unreal. And he was able to step through it and figure out a way to humanize me, I guess.
My whole perspective and my objective in any sort of criminal case is to make sure that every client has the reassurance that their attorney is doing absolutely everything in their power to make sure that they get the best possible representation in San Diego. And that's something that I will and can stand behind, and I guarantee that every client will be able to be afforded that in their life.